Hi, this is an overview of PaperSave by PairSoft's Accounts Payable Invoice Automation module. Accounts Payable Invoice Automation module is a fancy term for eliminating manual data entry into your Business Central, D365 Business Central. So we can eliminate manual data entry, the errors that occur during data entry, and the time, obviously, that it takes to do that data entry. The step in any process is getting the documents into the system. If you're familiar with PaperSave, you know there are many ways to capture the documents. We can actually monitor an email address. You can drag and drop. You might have a scanner hooked up to your workstation. But I'm going to go into my workflow and go into the very first step of my workflow, which is my AP validation. Your first step might be completely different. But you can see here at my very first step, I've got 24, it looks like 24 documents, and all of the data has already been captured, even if there was a PO number. So you can use this for POs or non-PO related invoices. I'm going to come over here to my new tab, my new button over here. Again, there's scanning options. I'm going to just drag and drop a handful of invoices into my inbox here. So what you'll see is PaperSave's going to upload those. That's no different than what's happening now in your system. And you'll see that the status column is going to say OCR in progress, OCR queued, OCR waiting. Eventually, it will say OCR completed. And PaperSave is going to take and fill in all of this information. You'll see it randomly start filling in this grid here, but you'll see that it starts capturing the documents and it creates the data in the fields that are normally manually keyed in. Now think about the time it takes to key in just 4 or 5 invoices. Usually it takes about 30 to 60 seconds for an individual to key in one payables transaction or purchase invoice transaction into your Business Central. And then again, it might take longer if you get interrupted in the middle. That's usually when errors can happen. You forget to distribute it across multiple accounts or whatever the case might be. It usually takes 30 to 60 seconds. I captured 5 documents, did the data entry in less than a minute. These documents go into your first step of the workflow, and here they are. All right, so they're entered in. This step is really the same. Whatever your first step in the process is, maybe it's coding, maybe it's routing, maybe the approvers code it, doesn't matter. PaperSave has already filled in all the information. Now you might have to code it, right? That's fine, but you then route it to the individual. Nobody had to do any manual data entry anywhere in the system other than maybe the coding. All right, so we've eliminated all of that. The last step of the process in my make-believe world is called AP review. So we've captured documents, we've eliminated manual data entry into the PaperSave profile fields, but we're also going to eliminate the manual data entry into Business Central. And by hitting this submit button, PaperSave is going to automatically create that purchase invoice transaction. Whether it is a PO related invoice or not, PaperSave will create that. If it's PO related, it's then going to update those receiving and PO line items in Business Central. But all I have to do is hit submit. It's created that transaction. I get the next one in the stack. Let's make sure that my coding is in there. I hit submit. Again, you can also see where those documents have come from and who's approved them. And I'm going to hit submit. So let's see, we'll do R and S, the last one here, and hit submit. And again, it's real time into Business Central. I don't have to do any uploading or anything like that. So I'm going to hit refresh here, or actually go out to my home page. We'll reopen this back up here, go into purchasing, purchase invoice, and we're going to filter by descending. And here's that R&S mechanical that I just created. Again, invoices, the documents are exactly where they are if you were manually keying this. But I'm going to say show, created the transaction and automatically filed the document. And here's the completed workflow. So this is 1644 military time, which is 4:44 Eastern. All right. So what did we do? We captured a document or documents. OCR, optical character recognition, happened on them, and we manually or automatically had that data entered. And then we hit submit and automatically created the transaction, eliminating that manual data entry and errors. We also, with this data, now can provide you with dashboards that are going to give you insight as to where your documents are, when they're due, and who owns those documents in the workflow. So you can see where a document resides at any given time simply by going to the dashboard and clicking on the bar that you want to see the information gathered from. All right. I hope this information was beneficial. If you'd like more information and you'd like to have a deeper dive, reach out to us and we'd be more than happy to perform a live demonstration for you. Thank you and have a great day.